Let me take you back to spring training 2023. Loads of analysts picked the Jays for the division, and some even said they could be World Series champions. At the time, we all thought Vladdy would return to his 2021 form, Manoah would continue his dominant start to his career, and the new faces of the team would complement the existing players in a way that would be the perfect recipe for success. Wow, we could not have been more wrong. To me, last season was one of the most difficult to watch, and that makes no sense. They were a playoff team that won 89 games, but it didn't seem like that, and it's something Mark Shapiro even mentioned after their loss to the Twins. The truth is, the Blue Jays season has finished prematurely 3 years in a row, and now they could be paying the price for it. Scott Mitchell went on the First Up podcast and explained that because they haven't been able to get over the hump in the playoffs, Bo Bichette may be moved to optimize his trade value, which to me brings us to path 1 for the Blue Jays front office to pursue, and that is unfortunately to move Bo Bichette. It's something being talked about all over social media. Will Bo go to the Chicago Cubs, to the Los Angeles Dodgers, to the San Diego Padres for Juan Soto? It's getting pretty ridiculous. And the worst part is, among these rumors, Ross Atkins hasn't said a word. He hasn't discredited them, acknowledged Bo as part of their plans, or anything. It's been quiet. To me, there can only be 2 reasons behind that. 1, he was focused on Thanksgiving and didn't check his phone, or 2, there is some truth behind it. But how much truth is a main question, because in business, more often than not, you will listen to an offer rather than ignore them, because maybe you'd get more than you would expect. What if the Padres offered to trade Juan Soto and pay part of his salary to fill the hole in left field, and then add 2 infielders to fill the other holes in Ha-Seong Kim, who could take over for Matt Chapman at third base, and Jake Cronenworth, another guy that could also help shore up the middle infield? Will the Padres offer it? Most likely not, but if they did, Ross would probably take it. To me, that is why reports have been surfacing around not only Bo Bichette, but also Alek Manoah being in trade talks. Because what if they got that irresistible offer? Now, let's go over path number 2 for the Jays this offseason, and that is to continue to add marquee players. In the past few years, like them or not, the Jays front office has done a great job recruiting players. Kevin Gausman's contract is an absolute steal. Chris Bassett had the most wins in the American League and hurled an impressive 200 innings, and Kevin Kiermaier had the 3rd most WAR on the Jays. Looking at the free agent list in 2023, guys like Jorge Soler or Rhys Hoskins could provide some much needed power and run production, and Cody Bellinger is a perfect fit for the giant hole in left field. It wouldn't necessarily get them over the hump, and truthfully, the only free agent that can do that is Ohtani. Because to me, the way this team gets over the hump is by having players on the roster perform better than they did in 2023. Vladdy getting back to his 167 OPS plus rather than 117, George Springer back to a 132, and Danny Jansen playing in more than 100 games, which he hasn't done since 2019. Seriously, the list goes on and on with how this lineup underperformed. It was the talking point all season long, and getting them back on track is the way this team can finally put together a successful campaign. That's all for this video. Let me know your ideal offseason in the comments, and as always, if you enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Both actions help me out a bunch to continue making content, and I greatly appreciate it. Alright, thank you for the support, and I will see you in the next one.